Welcome back to Monophonic Lab. It's been a long time since the last video, but I'm so happy to be back here with this Marshall TSL60 JCM 2060 watt guitar head. In this case, this thing is making a very big buzz, so let's figure it out what's going on. Let's take a listen to what's happening here. This is a 3-channel amplifier, and each one of these channels is having the same problem. This very loud bass that we listen at the clean channel now, and it is modulated by all the tone stacks. And every channel, as I said, has the same problem. However, if we do not use the preamplifier and we inject the signal at the return of this amp with all the preamp controls turned down, there is no problem in the amplifier. It sounds correctly. Without any kind of noise. Now that the problem is located at the preamplifier, it is time to see what part of this preamplifier is causing that noise. To see that, we're gonna put all the way up the volume control. The noise can be listened, but not as strong as when we push the gain control. So the noise source is before the gain control or in some kind of feedback problem. The main suspect at these situations where a low frequency noise is listened is the filtering caps. In this situation where the amplifier has 3 channels and both 3 channels share the input stage, and as you saw, the noise is modulated by the gain control and all the tone stacks. Well, the first thing to begin with is the last filtering capacitor of the power supply. So let's see if it's doing its job correctly or it must be replaced. We have a very important rule of thumb at Monophonic Labs. That is to think that the cause of a problem is simple. Sometimes the evidences of a failure can lead you to very complex, deep and heavy paranoias to explain something that you see or listen, in taking care of what are your experiences till the moment. In this case, my experience here says that this kind of buzz that we listened was primarily caused by a filtering cap. So I went straight for that theory. However, there is something more simple that it is happening here to these 3 channels. They share the input tube. So before getting into trouble to replace all those filtering caps, it is easy to replace the input tube and, surprisingly in this case, find that the problem is solved. Now any of the 3 channels has that very heavy loud bass, and it is working properly. So, good job.